Hello students, this is part 2 of synthetic fibers and plastics, chapter 3 of class 8. In part 1 we have already discussed what is natural fiber, what is synthetic fiber and different types of synthetic fiber, their uses, their disadvantages. And now in this part we'll discuss about the plastics, types of plastics. Plastic is a material of choice. Then types of plastic, that is thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Then characteristic properties of plastic. Then some uses of plastic in various fields. Then biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials, and then plastics and the environment. Then we'll discuss some of the problems due to disposal of plastics. Then the preventive measures to be taken to overcome the problem faced by disposal of the plastics. Then 4R principle. Okay, so now let me start with plastic. What is plastic? Plastic is also a polymer like the synthetic fiber. That means the simple units are joined together to form the polymer. Okay, but here it is not always linear. Okay, sometimes it is linear, but sometimes it is cross-linked. Okay, and here you can see the plastic, how the two different types of arrangement of the simple units in the plastic. In the first case you can see the simple units, that rectangular structures. Suppose these are the simple units. Okay, एक unit अगर है तो these units are joined together in a chain, in a straight line, in a single chain. This is called linear arrangement. Now what is cross-linked arrangement? In the second diagram you can see there are two rows of these rectangular structures, and these two rows are interlinked. Okay, so ऊपर जैसे एक रो में दिया है एक लीनियर अरेंजमेंट है, ऐसे नीचे आपको दो लीनियर अरेंजमेंट है, लेकिन वो दो लीनियर अरेंजमेंट आपस में जुड़े हुए हैं. दिस इज कॉल्ड क्रॉस लिंक्ड अरेंजमेंट. सो द प्लास्टिक्स मे हैव linear arrangement of the simple unit or the cross-linked arrangement of the simple units. Okay, and the plastics can be molded to any form, any shape, and it can be recycled, it can be colored, it can be reused, and it can be rolled into sheets or made into wires. Okay, and plastics have a wide use. That is, it can be used in making the toys like suitcase, briefcase, bags, cabinets, brush, chairs, tables, and we can't say that there is we cannot mention any place where there is no use of plastic. Okay, so now one form of plastic is polythene. So it is polyethylene. So ethylene is the simple unit which are joined together to form the polymer, that is polyethylene. So many ethylene are joined together to form the polyethylene. It is one of the most famous example of plastic. So while bringing the materials from the market, we often carry the substances with polythene. Okay, so it is mainly we are using it for carry bag, carrying cloth, carrying vegetables, carrying fruits, etc. Now come to the types of plastics. Plastics are of two main types, that is thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. Okay, so we'll discuss in details about thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic later on, but before that let me tell you why plastic is a material of choice. Okay, so why when we go to the market, why we select, suppose say there is some materials which are made of metals, different metals, and on the other side there are materials which are made up of articles which are made up of plastics. Then immediately we select the plastic one. Why it is the choice of almost all the people? Because the reasons are: plastic has lightweight, it has low price, it has good strength and easy to handle. Okay, and being lighter as compared to metals, plastics are used in automobiles, like the body of the car is made up of plastic, then body of the aircraft, spacecraft. So everywhere the plastic is used, starting from a simple, I mean small toy, to the spacecraft. Everything is made up of plastic. Okay, now I will tell you what are thermoplastic. Thermoplastics are those plastics which get easily bent or deform on heating. Okay, that means हम जब गरम करते हैं तो ये प्लास्टिक जल्दी मेल्ट हो जाता है, और इसीलिए इसमें क्या होता है, हम किसी भी शेप में उसको बेंड कर सकते हैं, या फिर उसका जो शेप है हम उसको चेंज कर सकते हैं. एंड व्हाट आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ थर्मोप्लास्टिक? पीवीसी, पॉलीथीन. पीवीसी इज पॉलीविनाइल क्लोराइड. ओके, पीवीसी पाइप आपने देखा होगा. ओके, पीवीसी पाइप आपका टीवी में एड भी आता है. पीवीसी पाइप मेड अप ऑफ पीवीसी, इट इज पॉलीविनाइल क्लोराइड. Okay, then polythene, that is of common use, that all of us know that. Then it is thermoplastic is mainly used in making toys, bottles, combs, containers, and that's why after using this generally the the जो कबाड़ी वाला होते हैं, कबाड़ी वाले होते हैं, वो हमसे प्लास्टिक के जो टूटे फूटे चीज़ है वो खरीद के ले जाते हैं. वाई? बिकॉज दे कैन मोल्ड दैट. They will give it to the factory, and in the factories that will be molded and then melted and then molded into different shape and other articles, that is recycled and reused to form many other articles. ठीक है. Now thermosetting plastic. So these are the plastics once made, once shape is given, it cannot be softened और डिफॉर्म्ड बाय हीटिंग. एक बार हमने उसको शेप दे दिया तो उसको हम चाहे कितना भी हीट देने पर वो मेल्ट नहीं हो सकता और उसका शेप भी हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते. सो दीज टाइप ऑफ प्लास्टिक्स आर कॉल्ड थर्मोसेटिंग प्लास्टिक्स, एंड द मोस्ट कॉमन एग्जाम्पल्स आर बेकेलाइट एंड मेलामीन. तो मेलामीन क्या है, कहाँ यूज़ होता है, और बेकेलाइट कहाँ यूज़ होता है, then only you can know the use of thermosetting plastics. So generally thermosetting plastics are used in making hardboard, electric switch, handles of electrical appliances, handles of kitchen utensil. आप खाना बनाते हो, जो हैंडल होता है उसका, प्रेशर कुकर का जो हैंडल होता है, या फिर आपका इलेक्ट्रिकल जो अप्लायंसेस होता है उसमें जो स्विच बोर्ड में जो स्विचेस होते हैं उसका, वो सब आपका बनता है थर्मोसेटिंग प्लास्टिक से, क्योंकि दीज आर नॉट कंडक्टर ऑफ हीट, सो दे विल नॉट गेट मेल्टेड. अगर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की वजह से गर्मी बढ़ जाती है या फिर किचन में यूटेंसिल को गर्म करने से भी आपका जो थर्मोसेटिंग प्लास्टिक से जो हैंडल बना हुआ होता है वो मेल्ट नहीं होता. ओके, सो then now come to the melamine. Melamine is a very versatile material and it is a poor conductor of heat, as I said, and it resists the fire. Okay, so this is the speciality of melamine, which resists the fire. That's why it is used in making the floor tile. घर में जो हम बड़ा बड़ा टाइल या छोटा छोटा टाइल्स लगाते हैं, इवन किचन में भी हम टाइल लगाते हैं, लेकिन गर्म यूटेंसिल को रख देते हैं उसके ऊपर, टाइल्स के ऊपर कुछ नहीं होता. सो बिकॉज दे आर मेड अप ऑफ मेलामिन, एंड मेलामिन इज अ टाइप ऑफ थर्मोसेटिंग प्लास्टिक. Okay, and kitchen materials, and you know that the firemen, while extinguishing the fire, they wear one dress. That dress is made up of a fabric which is made up of melamine. Why? Because melamine can resist the fire. Okay, then next come to another type of thermosetting plastic, that is bakelite. Bakelite is also a poor conductor of electricity and heat like melamine, and that's why it is used for making electrical switches, handles of various utensils and other electrical appliances. Okay, now come to the characteristics of plastics. First thing is that plastic is non-reactive, then plastic is light, strong and durable, and plastics are poor conductors. Now we'll discuss one by one the properties of plastic. The first properties is plastic is non-reactive. You know, you might have observed that your mother, when prepare pickle, she keep the pickles in plastic container or plastic bottle, not in aluminium or steel container. Why? Because if the pickle will be kept in the metallic container, then that will that metals are reactive, so the corrosion will take place. Metal will get corroded, but plastic will not get corroded. Okay, and besides that, why plastic is use of plastic is why plastic is more popular, because plastic never gets rusted like metals, like iron, copper. So it never gets rusted, so and never gets corroded. As I said, in case of pickle, while we are keeping the pickle, it is not getting corroded. That's why it is of wide use. Then because of this this reason, the big tanks, that is you can have you might have seen that the water tank of your house is made up of plastic. So that is because it is not corrosive and it will not get rusted. It is never made up of any metal. Either it is made up of cement and brick, or it is your plastic one. Okay, then water bottles, plastic pipes, taps, chair, table and other many types of furnitures are made up of the plastics. Then plastic is light, strong and durable. Okay, so you all know that plastic is light because toys are made up of plastics, that's why. And it is durable also, and it is cheap because of its huge production. बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन होता है, इसीलिए ये ड्यूरेबल, ये चीप है, और इसको हम रिसाइकल भी करते हैं. ओके, और सबसे बड़ा कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ये है कि दिस कैन बी मोल्डेड इनटू डिफरेंट शेप्स, दैट्स वाई इट इज़ रिसाइकल्ड. किसी भी शेप में हम उसको चेंज कर सकते हैं, इसीलिए ये रिसाइकल होता है. एंड नेक्स्ट, योर प्लास्टिक आर द poor conductors of heat and electricity. And since they are poor conductor of heat and electricity, it is suitable to make the insulating covering of the electric wire. इलेक्ट्रिक वायर जो होता है, अंदर मेटेलिक वायर होता है, उसके ऊपर प्लास्टिक का कवर होता है, बिकॉज यू विल नॉट गेट शॉक. ओके, एंड द हैंडल्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेस लाइक फ्लैश या फिर आपका जो होता है टेस्टर, ये सब में आपका जो हैंडल होता है दैट इज़ मेड अप ऑफ प्लास्टिक. ओके, द नेक्स्ट इज योर सम uses of plastic in various fields. Plastic find extensive use in the healthcare industries, and plastics are used for the packaging of tablets, threads used for stitching wounds, syringes, doctors' gloves, and number of medical instruments. And nowadays, as corona, the treatment of corona is done by our warriors, front door warriors, the doctors. They are wearing the dress that is made up of plastic. Okay, so special plastic cookware is used in microwave for cooking food without affecting the plastic vessels. Then Teflon is a type of plastic which is a special type of plastic on which oil and water do not stick. So non-stick kitchenwares are made out of this Teflon. And then I have already told you that the fireproof plastic, that is your melamine, that is that resists the fire. That's why it is used for making the dress for the firemen while extinguishing the fire. Then we'll discuss the what are biodegradable materials and what are non-biodegradable materials. Biodegradable, bio means living, degradable means breakdown. So breaking down of anything by the living organism is called biodegradable. That means any substance or anything that gets broken down or that gets decomposed by the living organism, mainly by the bacteria, is called biodegradable substance. For example, peels of vegetable, foodstuff, fruit, paper, cotton, wood. So these are all decomposed by the bacteria by a natural process. So these materials are called biodegradable materials. But what is non-biodegradable material? Those substances which cannot be decomposed or which is not easy to be decomposed, which requires many years to get decomposed by natural process, are called non-biodegradable materials. For example, the metals, plastics, etc. So the plastic comes under the non-biodegradable materials. So in that way, the plastic is not good for our environment because it takes many years to get decomposed or either does not get decomposed. And due to this property, non-biodegradable property of plastic, it is a very major problem for the environment. Now, what are the problems created by the plastics? The plastic is very popular, no doubt, but due to its popularity, we are using it more and more. So, it is the disposal of plastic is also more, but it is not getting biodegradation. So it causes environmental pollution and it go on accumulating in the environment, and even it does not get burnt easily. And even if when we try to burn it, it releases very poisonous gas that pollutes our atmosphere. Okay, so these are the main problem that's why it is a threat to our environment. Now, what preventive measures we can take? We should avoid the use of plastic things as far as possible. No doubt it is quite friendly to use. It is cheaper, it is lighter, it is stronger, it is non-corrosive, it is non-reactive. But after all, we are alive because our environment is healthy. So to keep our environment healthy, we have to put a check on the use of plastic. So we should avoid the use of plastic things as far as possible. and we should not throw the plastic bags here and there in the water bodies or in the on the road. And even we should not throw the plastic throw the eatables tying in the plastic or polythenes, because often it is eaten by the animals like cows, and that becomes life threatening for those animals. Okay, and the most important step that is to be taken is to separate the biodegradable and non biodegradable waste. So if we'll do that, then what will happen, the biodegradable substance will get decomposed, so that will be used for making the manure, and that can be used in the crop fields. But those which are not biodegradable, non biodegradable, so that can be sent to the factories, or that can be disposed in some other way, or that can be used for recycling or for getting some other product. So these are the preventive measures that we can take at our end. The next, the most important thing is to adopt the 4R principle. What are the 4R? Reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. So this is these 4 R's are applicable for any kind of waste that we are generating. So especially for dealing with the plastic waste, we should follow the 4 R's, that is reduce, reuse and recycle and recover. What is reduce? We should reduce the use of plastic. In place of plastic, we can use jute bag. Okay, we can carry the jute bag to the market to bring the things from market. The next is reuse. Once the plastic things are plastic containers are used, then we should not throw it. See, often that disposable mineral water bottles are available in the market, or your so after drinking the water, we just throw it. Okay, so we should not throw this. We can reuse these bottles. Okay, so or for some other purpose we can use the plastic articles which are once used by us. Then recycle. Especially the thermoplastics can be recycled because they can be molded into any shape. So the thermoplastics should be kept separately, and it can be sent for recycle. Okay, for example, for toys, buckets, mugs, if they are broken, then that should be sent for recycling. Then recover. Because plastics have a high energy content that can be converted into electricity and synthetic gas, fuels and recycled feedstocks for new plastics and other products of chemistry. That means, इसका मतलब मैं आपको समझा देती हूँ. प्लास्टिक में बहुत एनर्जी कंटेंट है जिसको कि हम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, या फिर सिंथेटिक गैस के लिए यूज़ कर सकते हैं, कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, या फिर प्लास्टिक से कुछ प्रोडक्ट निकाल के हम उसको फ्यूल की तरह यूज़ कर सकते हैं, या फिर उसको हम रिसाइकल करके दूसरा कुछ चीज़, नया प्लास्टिक के चीज़ सामान बनाने के लिए यूज़ कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज़ कॉल्ड रिकवरिंग. या फिर केमिस्ट्री का कुछ दूसरा आर्टिकल्स या कुछ जो सब्सटेंस है, मटेरियल्स है, उसको भी हम बना सकते हैं. ओके, एंड इससे जो हमको एनर्जी मिल रहा है, मे बी इट इज़ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, मे बी इट इज़ सिंथेटिक गैस और फ्यूल, दैट विल डेफिनेटली reduce the waste that is sent to the landfill. जनरली क्या करते हैं हम, प्लास्टिक जो कि रिसाइकल नहीं हो पाता, हम उसको भेज देते हैं लैंडफिल के लिए, डंप करने के लिए, एंड अल्टीमेटली दैट हार्म्स आवर एनवायरनमेंट. सो अगर हम इस एनर्जी, उससे जो एनर्जी मिल रहा है उसको अगर हम रिकवर कर ले, तो डेफिनेटली हमारा जो वेस्ट है दैट विल बी रिड्यूस्ड. ओके, So children, I hope you liked this video, and if you have any queries, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.